And yeah, YouTube recording has started as well. Welcome to this VOD for you guys. This is the these are the two players that we're gonna see here today. It's the 5th race versus the 6th race. It's the most decorated Night Elf player of all time against the most decorated human player of all time. And if that doesn't hype you, I don't know what I can do against this man. Moon versus Infi. Moon has won it all except WCG and BlizzCon. Infi has won WCG back then and also WCA in 2014. He was in kind of a slump earlier this year, but he came back at GCS with this super strong performance, finishing 2nd right after 120, who is the stellar performer in the scene recently. Both with the exact same percentage against the opponent's race, so this should be absolutely balanced, but Moon seemed to have Infi's number. He beat him quite a bit recently, and Infi had no idea really what to do against Moon, but we're gonna see about that. Let's not waste any more time, let's go into the game as we start on Terrana's stand. And a little production to be done here, but that should be it. Okay, here we go. Winner, bracket, quarter, final. Infi versus Moon, here we go. Moon starting in the upper left, playing a Demon Hunter first. This is one of the best Warden maps together with Echo Isles. He decides to go for the more standard route, for the more normal route with the Demon Hunter. Still incredibly strong though. And he decides to go for this Engine of War Creep first. So very patient opening, very passive opening. He knows that there's gonna be an expansion coming. The question is just when and where. So he scouts with a Wisp here. He's going to the Merc camp here to lure out the creeps and get a Shadow Priest maybe. He's gonna scout with this as well. So far he doesn't know too much, but he sees, okay, Infi is not going to his natural right away. He's creeping slowly as well. And starts with a laboratory. Demon Hunter almost finished with this, did not deny anything, and he will finish those rogues, giving him level 2 Ring of Protection as well. If he goes for an Immolation Harass, this item can be good for him, but otherwise it's just one for the shop, obviously. Infi creeping this fairly fast as well, with the Lightning Shield on the Apprentice Wizards, making it very, very easy to creep, and very fast as well. We see Circlet of Nobility. His nickname at GCS was I want claws, or I need claws, because claws of attack, 25% damage boost in the early game. He gets the circle, he will be happy with that, and against the Demon Hunter right clicks, the Cloak of Shadows is not bad at all, but there's a laboratory on this map, so reveal is always an option. Demon Hunter now, as I said, has the Shadow Priest, and of course this will dispel the water elementals, but Infi is moving away from Moon. Is not going towards his natural where Moon expects him. He's going to the upper right, to the north. This makes it a little easier for Moon to push this later on. But his early game, he's wasting so much time now. He has level 2, decent inventory, especially with the slippers. Not trying to break this as it seems. Is it enough? No. No, it's not. Never. Oh, with the piercing damage, maybe it is. Second Archer is coming in as well, but the farm is finished. And now, of course, fortified armor to hold this. Expansion is crap. Archmage is level 2.5. Another circlet, very nice for him as well. And Moon, not with the best opening. Bad prediction, or not bad, but wrong prediction. And he's going 3 archers behind this. Plus a berserker, so super aggressive early game. He's just in the wrong place. He can't put out damage against his opponent, and here comes the counter expansion. No tier 2 yet. He doesn't have the gold at the moment because of this mercenary investment. So tier 2 is delayed, but that is not too bad, I guess, because Infi's expansion did not start. He goes on with a scout tower first, and an arcane immediately. So he's really afraid of immolation kicking in. Boots of speed for the Demon Hunter as well. So a lot of mobility. And here we go. Infi is not in the position to build the Town Hall yet. Moon, this early game turns out good for him. Immolation turned on. And the Ring of Protection, of course, is working. But he disables it right away as everything is kind of spread. But still, this is taking so much time off the clock. And the tech has started. The expansion is 2/3 done. The Night Elf expansion will be faster. Yeah, Moon's games recently in NSL, he dropped in the groups, in GCS, he dropped in the group stage. We expected more from him. He was kind of the secret favorite to this tournament, especially since his performance in AWL earlier this year, which he won against 1-2-0 in the finals. And we all thought, oh, the old Moon, he's rising, he's coming back, he's in a great shape. He won his group in NSL, so that underlines that statement. But GCS was not his tournament to take. Slippers of agility for the Archmage as well. With the Murlocs, he's gonna get level 3, and the Demon Hunter is clearing this Renegade. It does not get blasted with the Lightning Shield, so that's good. Level 3 for him as well. And Scourge Bone Chimes is a pretty decent gift for the Bears later on, which we can expect. Or do we? No Huntress Hall yet, but there's no reason to go for a talent push if you go for an expansion behind it. So Arcane Tower is doing a good job now, burning the mana, but it takes some time. The rest of the army is pushing in as well. Only 4 footmen. Infi is absolutely phenomenal handling those footmen and doing the best he can with them, but the Archmage is not here. No Water Elementals and Immolation again. He kicks another footman, so keeping them away from the critical mass. And finally this expo is finished, but heavy losses and heavy delays. 6 minutes 30 into the game. And only now the expansion starts. Usually, say, like a rule of thumb, the humans should have mined like 3,000 gold before the Night of expansion is coming up. But this is absolutely impossible now for Infi, as there's the Shredder. And he even creeps the Murlocs for more experience. Once fast level 4. Ah, here's the Hunter Soul, alright. Once fast level 4 for evasion, I guess. Or he just ran into them and was a mistake. It's also possible, but you don't know. Tier 2 is finished. And no Panda yet, or Naga. But more pressure coming. He does nothing against this tower at the moment. Archmage is coming in with 2 Water Elementals in his mana pool. And TP out. He doesn't want to lose his Mercs. He loses 1, but not the second one, so that's okay. Staffs to the tree in the bottom with the Assassin, creeping this up. That should be easy picking. Slip of Shadows for the Demon Hunter as well. And then his expansion is coming up. We see an Engine of Lore. We see 2 Engines of Lore, so very standard Dryad Bear play, but Infi is there. He cancels the second lore, leaves this one, interestingly, to distract a little, I guess, and cancels it now. So, Tech Tree for Moon is delayed. He delayed the expansion. He got an early expansion up himself, but his Dryads and Bears, they will be late, and we see no second hero, and we see no tier 3 tech yet. So, Infi's timing, again, absolutely phenomenal. This is what brought him to the World Elite. Not his stellar micro, but the decision making and timings. Nice Moon Juice use, and a Zeppelin already to save a few units here for him. Of course, Moon, Terranas stand, and a Zeppelin. That is a relationship, man. Oh, we all remember his infamous Zeppelin micro. But people found solutions against this by now. And right clicks. Infi has a Zeppelin on its own and he finds another lore. The question is the damage enough? He pulls... Oh! Even a Zapper! Boom! Explodes. And of course he could cancel it, but still he is delaying the lores. And that was the only one in production at the moment. This Shredder was absolutely worth it. Of course he needs it anyway, but just for the damage, just for the timing. The Archmage is under a little bit of pressure, but now next to the shop he can easily do it. Panda second for Moon now for the area of effect damage. Tries to get rid of the Zeppelin, but the Zapper shows its value already. Infi scouted this and is mining. Mining a lot. Tier 2 tech finished. Blacksmith a little late. Oh, the value of the Scroll of Regeneration again. But he's not going for 7, 8, 9 footmen. He's cutting a lot of corners here. And he has 1,000 gold banked up.
Town is under siege.
Which is quite a lot. Panda needs levels. And Infi is harassing again. Again kicking the lore. Without Dryads, without Bears, what can you do? Infi's footmen have defend now. And the Shredder, again, is so strong in this stage of the game. There's... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. 30 HP on the Zeppelin. Otherwise, that would be 10 supply down. And Moon is having some trouble with his ping at the moment, as you can see. Doesn't seem to be improving here. So great game by Infi. He was struggling in the early. Moon, of course, his harass was a little late because he didn't scout too well. Just going for the natural blindly, that cost him some time, but afterwards kicked a few peasants, delayed the expansion a lot, so he had to prioritize the tower for it. And as I said, 6-minute 30 expansion, not really what you want. But the recovery from Infi with those tier 2 cancellings is crazy. Foggy does it as well in this matchup. By kicking the workshop. So this is really a nice way of pushing your opponent back, buying yourself some time, and that's exactly what Infi needs, of course, with a fast expansion. Some people experience lag here, but my OBS says no frame drop, so it's unfortunately on your end, or on Twitch's server end. 600 viewers already. Very, very nice. Okay, Moon is trying now. I wonder if he got some shots on the Zeppelin and might be able to kill him. But I think he's safe. If he loses the Shredder, it's big. But no. Blind Breath of Fire. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, maybe it was the ping. And that's why he couldn't get the Breath of Fire out. Here's the first lore, but it's so far away from Infi's expansion. That's not what you want. Moon defending this, but the Zeppelin timings are superior at the moment. And look at this. He's so good. Zeppelin wars on Terranas. Even a second Zeppelin because this one is hurt. And he saves the next one. Wow, he can't get any experience, Moon can. And this one will be saved as well. This is just crazy. As said before, these days are amazing to be a Warcraft fan, and both players show phenomenal micro. Shredder was the first Dryad is dead. That means no Dispel anymore. And no slow, of course. Way less control in Moon's army now. And he only got half a level on level 1. That's like, I don't know, 80 experience? It's laughable. And finally, the second engine of lore coming up. After 11 minutes. Usually you want your lores here at your main base, especially with the position, so you can push the entire time, recreate the units and then push again, because the humans' buildings are here. Workshop, Barracks, and Double Arcane Sanctum. Plus a Blood Mage second. So, it's easier to push. Double Heal Scroll board and a Staff. Water Elemental going to the laboratory, maybe Zappers again. Is there one available? Yes, there is, but what do you do with one? Blow up Moonwells, maybe? Oh, he gets rid of this one. That's nice. So Moon can use the laboratory at the moment. Well done. And it's a little creeping time now. Moon's army is really, really weak. Needs the Panda 3. The Demon Hunter on level 4, though. That's pretty big. Oh, is he on tier 3? Yes, he is. Staff the Panda out. Gets an orb. But what is Infi doing? He's already at 67 supply with the first Mortar team. We saw Rifleman. And the Blood Mage for Siphon Mana is there as well. Here comes Militia support and more Sorks and the Rifleman that I was talking about. And he has to defend this, but the question is how? I wonder if he has... Oh, nice creep pull. We see this more in the scene now, that creeps are pulled to delay some pushes, but this is just pre-experienced by now. And Moon doesn't have too much anti-air. Can definitely micro against it. He does have Adept, so Reju is possible, and Infi with the Yumiko towers to fall back and have a safe spot. I wonder if there's gonna be a shop as well, or is he building it now? No, it's just Militia. Oh, he wasted the Militia support a little. Slight hiccup here in Infi's play. But Moon is stalling. He needs more time, builds a shop in the bottom. And with this position, I think Infi can intercept the reinforcements from the top. Not too sure about it. But the damage is huge in this army. Rifleman and Mortar teams, level 2 Water Elementals cannot dispel this. Drunken Haze is, of course, nice Breath of Fire, but the first bear is down because he can't morph into Master Form, which is, of course, a big damage upgrade. Peasants taking care of this shop now. And the Demon Hunter is diving in Deep, but now retreats. Here comes the shop right in his face. Alright. Dispel from the Water Elementals. He's trying to get the Shredder. Zeppelin so far didn't do too much, but Infi's army, he did use... Oh, he didn't use a heal scroll yet, so this is gonna be a big value. Oh, Breath of Fire killed him before. Well done by Moon. Good timing. But yeah, Archmage is getting closer to 4. And he has infinite mana on this. The Panda is almost dry. Needs a Clarity. Needs more Moon Juice. Second expansion by Moon. This is so greedy. He needs to use his resources usually to get reinforcements to hold this, but no, he's investing into his economy at the moment. Maybe also a backup plan. If this expansion falls, he still has the second one up. But what do you want to do against this siege? 3 bears. I think a 4th one is coming from the top. Or more Dryads for Dispel. Nice Breath of Fire again, but no Drunken Haze. Oh. Repositioning of the Blood Mage. Siphon mana again, but he needs a heal scroll soon. He doesn't have anything to hurt him. There's no range damage really in this army. And Infi is just pushing forward and forward and forward with 77 supply. I think Moon has to abandon this second base. And yeah, Kingdom for a Stormbolt now, of course, but there's the staff. Expansion back up though. And upgrades. Infi will take some time to knock this down. But of course with more teams fairly quick. Infi, he didn't invest a lot into his expo, right? There's only 1 Arcane Tower. Oh, he's expanding again. Does he have a town portal? Because Moon is pushing his second base. Is this an interesting match or what? Does he have the damage? 1, 2, 3 bears, 4 bears, but they're all lined up in a conga line. And here is Infi again with 3 mortar teams now. The Breath of Fire would have been great, but there's no mana thanks to the Blood Mage. And this push is over. Moon is evacuating his wisps, of course, moving it into this gold mine. And with slow, it's so hard to run away from this army. He didn't run the entire time. Blood Mage is not level 2 though, but he has new Ivory Towers and he will scout this very, very soon, I guess. If he doesn't know. Maybe he just knows already. And yeah, he knows! Scout Towers. And this should be... Oh, he has 3 breakers. But the position is a lot better. He can flank a bit better now. Because there's more open surface and that is good for the Night Elves. Because the breakers can't block too much. More bears. Here's the next fight. All the teams are safe for now. The tower is halfway done. Moon not in a position to get this. Usually Terranas stand a Night Elf map. But against human it's very hard. Blood Mage level 2. Banish to save units or get rid of the Demon Hunter. Also it's possible to banish Metamorphosis Demon. So that could help.
The player's forces are under attack.
2-1 on the breakers. 0-0 on the mortars. Ooh, staff on the Archmage takes a few hits. 0-0 on the bears as well. But didn't he research something? Yeah, there we go. 1-1 coming. Oh, it's Flame Strike! It's not banish! Interesting. Of course, nice against the bears because the breakers are immune to that and usually they build a front line. Bears are right-clicking the Archmage now. He wants to get rid of him. He wants to force a town portal or heal scrolls or anything. But Infi is at 80 supply. He didn't lose too much in all the fights we've seen so far. And now he's sieging this again. Moon is desperate. Moon is trying to hold. But it's so hard. Losing 1 bear. Losing the second bear, most likely. This is level 4 and level 2 on the Brilliance Aura. He's not focusing this correctly. This bear could be dead. Okay, here's the double kill. Heal scrolls, healing everything up again. And Moon's only solution is hero focus, but he's taking so much damage. Flame Strike again on the Panda. He has to use a potion here. And also the Demon Hunter, very, very hurt. And this expansion is gone. Mortar team's taking care of it. He doesn't need the damage against the army because it's laughable what Moon is throwing at him. And there's no second expansion. Infi had a few losses here because 1 bear was split. Well done by Moon, but there's a second one up. And this is mining since the beginning. Uninterrupted. And he's cutting production in half again. I don't think the Mortar teams lost a single HP in the entire fight. And Moon calls for the GG, which is the 1-0 lead for Infi in a very, very dominating fashion. Except the early game, Infi was just on the top of his game the entire time. This is a best of 5, of course, so the first player to win 3 maps goes into the winner bracket semifinal against either TH or Yumiko. But what a crazy Zeppelin micro this was. By both players, actually. Infi slightly better. Saved so many units there. And that was just great. AI is next. So definitely a Night Elf map. Thank you very much, Raki and Kami, Laughing in a Bottle, and Shagrian for the subs. Of course, you get replay packs, you get Back to Warcraft emotes, you get the subscription badge, and you get no advertisements on this channel. And all subs are 50% off, which is very, very good for you. We get all the money. Twitch doesn't see a dime. And for you, it's just $2.50 this month. I think we have a record of subscribers at the moment, thanks to this month and this promotion. So it's very nice. Thank you all very much. The Panda didn't really do too much, huh? He couldn't get level 3 with the Panda. Had no time, because Infi's 70 supply push was just so fast. After he got the expansion, because he didn't have to invest into anything. Just 1 tower, and that was it. No second lumber mill up front, no repair. He had to rebuild like 3 workers or something. It's laughable. And so he could invest everything into his army very, very quickly. And Moon couldn't hold. The lores, of course. If you have your lore so late, and you're fighting against this clock, the 70 supply push clock, then what can you do if your opponent cancels your production 4 times? I didn't drop a single frame, so the spikes are not on me. Must be on Twitch's end or your end, unfortunately. So I Love Sugar says, Naga second by Moon would have been better to stop the arrest. I do agree that the Panda, well, at that point, I think he was very satisfied with his Expo harass early on, because the Expo was late. But yeah, when the Zeppelin came, Infi realized that there is no Naga to slow the Zeppelin down or whatever, to get the damage up, because the Panda deals way less rectic damage than the Naga does. And then he played cat and mouse with the Zeppelin, and that cost Moon the game, for sure. No spikes, all clean. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the feedback. Also, if the audio, like the in-game audio, is not loud enough, please let me know. I will fix it on the fly. So, Infi taking the lead on a very good Night Elf map. So Moon already struggling here. We can show both players' way through the bracket. Or through the group stage. Moon was in Group A. Very surprisingly, to me at least, defeated WFZ, who was once a master in this matchup. But Moon seemed very strong, winning it 3-2, and then, yeah, 3-0 over Life, who did not give his best, that's for certain. So it was very easy for him. 3 times Mass Huntress pushes, if I remember correctly, and yeah, it was easy for Moon to hold this. Infi, on the other hand, he was struggling. A legendary series against 1-0 where he lost games in like 6 minutes. And yeah, it was kind of a shame. But he fought back, 3-0 over Colorful, and then in the lower bracket semifinal, he defeated 1-0 with 3-1, which is a big exclamation mark if you defeat this player. And the third time in 1 month that he defeated 1-2-0. But the grand final was the Undeads to take. And that's why they are here in the winner bracket quarterfinal. And it's a 1-0 lead for Infi. Game has started, as I said, AI. And this should be working. Yes, it is. Map number 2 between those legends. Both players have 750 euros guaranteed already. But if they make it top 4, then it just spirals out of control. A lot of money on the line. If you make it to the top 4, then you make at least $2,200. If you win this tournament, you get 8,800. The biggest prize pool in 2017's Warcraft is the Neo Star League, and everybody wants to win this, of course. Infi in blue again, Moon in red, and this is Ancient Isles. Ancient Isles, a very, very good Night Elf map against human, or a very bad human map in general. Because the expansion is so hard to take. But was it Infi or was it Yumiko who had like a cool creep route to delay the expansion but get it up more safely? I think it was Yumiko who did this. Remo didn't like it at all. I loved the idea, even if it wasn't really on purpose, I think. No power build on the Archmage. And I wonder how he plays this. We have seen Infi like 2 or 3 times playing a rifle push. And a lot of tower rushes as well lately. In Holds Cup especially. Yesterday against Foggy. So maybe it's a tower rush coming. We haven't seen this in a while in important matches.
A player's forces are under attack.
I still think if you do it well, then a rifle push can be crazy good. Imperius showed it yesterday, making it to the semifinals of Holds Cup. His biggest success of all time. Shout out to Imperius. Always nice to see Westerners doing well in Asian competition. And maybe Infi learned from that. He's going for the green spot, not for the expansion right away. But this is already a little slow. But this creep spot is so hard, with poison, with purge, with a null overseer for damage boost, that Moon knows how to harass this. Close to level 2. And he's getting distracted by that footman. So Infi knows of course where the Demon Hunter is, which is always nice.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's attack. There must be attack, right? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a lot of peasants. So this should be an expansion. So late. It gives Moon some time to get his mercs again. Just like on AI. I don't know if I like this creep route. Also not too many wisps. The Demon Hunter is right there. And we haven't seen a mana burn yet. So this could again be immolation. And what? Yeah, there we go. And what is Infi's solution to this? He's creeping. He starts the creep. Not interested in the Night Elf at all. Builds the damage, gets a footman. But he doesn't do damage to the peasants, and that's what counts here. Footmen are easily replaceable. 2.3 on the Demon Hunter. And yeah, here's where the damage begins. He has to abandon this without getting the Overseer. Oh, and the sheep block! Holy shit, did you see that? The sheep blocks again! What the hell? So biased! He just got him 3 kills! MVP sheep! It's like the super sheep in Worms. Superhero critter. How unlucky for Infi. Talisman of Evasion now, but he took so many losses and this took so much time. What's the follow-up of Moon? Level 3. Closing in, Hunter's Hall, tech. No counter expansion yet. Infi still has 5 footmen. So compared to Terranar Stand, he's investing a lot into his early army. Can creep pretty good here. Gets level 3 for the, from the Berserker. 4 archers. No Berserker yet. Engine of War is making its way over. Infi is scouting this already. The Demon Hunter is not level 3 with this. This gives Infi some time to breathe. Or should do that at least. No tech yet, doesn't have the resources. But the expansion is coming up. Again, a very late expansion, but a very safe expansion. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 footmen and this level 3. Who wants the Berserker, of course. As there is no defense yet. And again, the Panda second. Going for the long run. Double Engine of Lore. Will he cancel it again this time? I mean, it's harder to get a Zeppelin, but it's possible. But I don't think he's in a situation to apply pressure now, so this looks a little better for Moon. Yet. Demon Hunter goes in again, trying to knock down the Arcane Tower. And of course, if you repair, then you take damage from Immolation. It's gonna be close though. He's power building. Oh no, repairing. And it works. He gets it. And he's surrounded. Forcing the town portal off of Moon. With a very, very tiny move, but so much impact. He's cutting corners. He's not repairing this at all. Ah, now he is. I thought he would just save his resources. Sees the double lore, but Infi is right there in his face. And he cancels the expansion there. The creep didn't even finish. And Infi is again at the driving wheel in this game. Level 2 on the Panda though. Ring of Regen is fairly nice, especially in combination with Immolation. The footmen, they're finding their way into the base. It's too late for the lores. You get boots, yeah, boots and staff. And expansion again. Expo up and running. Tier 2 tech started, and just the Water Elemental and the Archmage alone. Yeah. Moon is struggling even on Ancient Isles. It's getting better for him though. With the Dispel upgrade. That is a key upgrade for the Night Elf army. But he's cancelling it for the 3rd time. Oh! Miscalculated! So he drives him back. The expansion will most likely come up. The footman took a lot of damage. Is this an invitation for the Panda? And he sees, he realizes this doesn't work. Tier 3 for Moon did not start yet, because he had to rebuild the expansion twice. Lumber Mill coming, Tier 2 by Infi, 2/3 done. Oh, still no defense. But he's sacrificing those footmen to kill the Expo again. Staffs on it. Water Elemental, and wow. Those timings are so crisp. And so perfect. And Moon has no chance at the moment. But this spell upgrade is there. He's just waiting for his Dryads, who are here. Trying to deal some damage, but SimCity Infi. Just a few little niches. He can't get in. He cannot get in. Can't harass this. Only with Dryad right clicks. And he has to wait for his bears. This buys Infi so much time. And he gives up the expansion plans. He's not rebuilding it anymore. He goes for he's not going for tier 3. Oh, Moon! Finally the tier 3. But oh, this is looking bad. Naga second. Infi sent some footmen into the base, so he knows about the status of the tech. And a lot of Dryads, because he can't go for bears at the moment. I mean, he can, but there's no value to this. Double guard tower. Infi feels pressured a little. He lost a lot of footmen, only 3 remaining. Power build on this Arcane Sanctum, no workshop yet, going for riflemen already to counter the Dryads. And if Infi holds the next pushes, then it's looking good for him. Oh, Dryads find the Naga. So many of them! And big damage. Is there a healing or something? Zeppelin, but only for Moon. Naga falls. Could have transferred the town portal. And also the Archmage is in trouble. Town portal and second hero gone for Infi. This game is turned on its head. But he has to break this now. As the breakers come out. Tier 3 tech halfway done. And Moon is dropping. With his entire army. Call to arms being used immediately. Getting a surround on the Demon Hunter, but he's... Oh, with immolation. That's not a good idea. And there's only one arcane. He has to evacuate this. Very well done by Moon here. Finding a solution where there almost was none. He'll scroll to heal this up, and... This is an abandoned base. He still has income, of course, thanks to this. Moon is expanding again. This time it will work. And did Infi sacrifice too many footmen? The tower is dead. The last one. Demon Hunter dies! What? Ah, Ankh. Sorry. Sorry. Didn't realize that I'm stupid. And here he goes. I mean, it's Moon. He loses his heroes from time to time. It's absolutely possible that this happens. Moon and Foggy. Love-hate relationships with their Demon Hunters. But yeah, this gave me goosebumps for a second. And this... He doesn't have a staff, and he doesn't have a town portal. So the Zeppelin is his only way to rescue this, but this is so walled off. He can't enter. He can't deal damage, only through this little niche. That was heavy damage. But the Archmage is there again. But with his Dispel, Water Elementals don't work that much anymore. Not that well. Sorcerer's dead. Panda blocking up front. Demon Hunter coming from the right, doing the damage. Has mana, and the immolation hurts so much. Level 4 already. Almost on both heroes. Zip! And he doesn't even have bears yet. Call to arms again. There's no solution. He wants to break this expansion, even with the 3 riflemen. Is it enough? He needs to repair soon, but he gets rid of one of this. Panda level 4. Damage gets lower and lower. Sacrificing 2 riflemen for this, but the expansion is down! Moon overwhelmed, didn't eat anything. Naga is in trouble again, though. Can't get out. Nice block with the Demon Hunter. And this Naga is toast for the second time in this game. Nice back and forth, but there's still economy. Ooh, there's no TP. Only the Zeppelin to save the Panda. And with the Archmage being back, he defends this. Will he dive into this? There are a few riflemen. Some good shots, but that's it. Dispels the slow with a Dryad, sacrifices it for it. But yeah, this gold mine is running and running. 4 T supply for Infi only. He lost so much in this fight, it's crazy. And now we have Master Bears. Still no expansion for Moon. The resources wasted and gone. The levels will become a problem as well. Getting super close to 5. Will he get 5 with a Demon Hunter? Infi is coming into this. 50 versus 40. And the Naga is back as well. He might be going for the Panda. Zeppelin, the new Zeppelin is coming in and saves it with this. Gets the breaker as well. Well fought by Moon. Well reacted by Moon. Infi can't do this. And microing against Dryads, not that easy. He's trying to counter with slow, which works well. But what is this? The army. It's laughable. And the Demon Hunter is picking things apart. Infi's army is spread across the entire map. And he's losing more and more units. Dryads, Bears. What a nice combo. Slow and normal damage. Big normal damage. And Infi calls for the GG. He sees alright. Against Master Bears. What can I do? Nothing! And Moon equalizes this. And makes it a best of 3. Well done by Moon, and again, it was a Zeppelin that really turned the game around. He had no access to the expo. He realized that quick when he couldn't go in there with the Demon Hunter. He saw, okay, it's all walled off. Without bears, I can't do anything. There's not much space to drop into. And then, what very few pro players even realize, go for the main. There's only one tower. Infi was greedy, and Infi was pressured into cutting some corners. And once there were Dryads, I mean... Infi did a very good job with his Archmage, lots of mobility. Cancels the expansion 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Delayed everything. The tier 3 was super late. But then Moon realized, okay, he's weak. His army is weak. There's not many footmen as a meat shield. Let's go for Dryads. And it worked well. $1,000 viewers witnessing the first day of the NSL playoffs. That's very, very nice. In the middle of the day on a Wednesday, on a work day. So awesome to see 1,000 viewers here. Last refuge it is. Next map. And I think they have this color issue with one of the observers taking the red color. Thanks, iTrainHuman. It's so awesome to see you at so many casts recently. Even viewers from New Zealand. Shout out to you guys. The other end of the world. And new subs here at September. Austin Powers Flutter, 2nd month. Woohoo! Lunchboxo has subscribed, thank you very much. And Chapo-chan class, 5 months of resubbing. Middle of the day, it's 3:45 AM here. Back to Warcraft for the win. Holy cow, thanks for staying up late with us. I'm in the hospital, so very pleasure to watch you guys. Makes it not so boring. Oh man, get well soon. Yas offered a co-cast? Really? That would be awesome. Let's see if we can get him for the next match. I don't know if he's still there, but of course having a human expertise at this day would be awesome. So, Skype is on. Yes, if you see this, if you hear this, let me know. Last refuge it is. And we get rid of my ugly face and show you the players once again. At the very beginning. Alright, cool. So, Moon ties up the series 1-1. And we go into map 3 on our last refuge. Whoever wins this has of course a big psychological advantage, because he has 2 match points in a row. The other one is under a lot of pressure. Last refuge, fairly similar to Terrana's stand to some degree. It is gonna be a fast expansion for the human. It's pretty easy to creep. You can go for different creep routes. You can go for the green spot first, and then go for the expansion, and then creep here. That will be fairly easy level 3. You can go for the expansion immediately. That is super risky and super aggressive, but at the same time, of course, super fast. Or you take the long and safe route and go for the Merc camp first. So you have healing and more damage. This takes a lot of time though, and then expand. I saw Infi doing all 3 of these variants. So I don't know what he will do now. Moon on the other side fairly normal opening. Demon Hunter, of course. It is possible to play a Warden, but it's very hard. And Infi walks past the green camp. Walks past the mercenary camp. So this is all out aggression and greed.
Forces are under attack.
What's Moon's reaction? He can harass this. Again with Immolation. We saw it twice. Why would you kill that sheep? It helped you so much in the last game. Got rid of 3 footmen. Crippled the army of Infi. And now you slaughter it? Mad Moon. So he's freeing up his expansion. I think this will... Oh, claws. Nice. This will be a fast counter expansion by Moon again. Or at least he's trying to, because it didn't really work recently. Wisps to scout this. Of course, he's hiding it, so he can't detonate. Expo is freed. He needs a little lumber for the mass build. Gloves of haste for him, plus sentry wards. Nice! So he can put them here, and he can put them here. And then he knows when Infi is coming. When Moon is coming. For the harass. The archers and footman scouts if there's a super early expansion, but it's not. Prefers the tech over it. Gives Infi some time for more footmen. And this is the staff already. Huh? It's not there yet. There we go. Is the wisp moving in? Actually, oh, whoa! Again, Moon realizing that this base is wide open in terms of protection. There is nothing that he can do. He surrounds him. There's no support from archers. But okay, first kill. Second kill. Third kill. Not really. Still at 2. Infi micros well here. And at the same time, trying to harass the base as well. But this Demon Hunter is forced into a town portal. He did do good damage, but nothing too crazy, I'd say. Got him a little mining time, of course. Mention of Wonders and Huntress all coming up. 10,000 gold for Moon here. 10,250. And there was a town portal, so in the end, not really worth it. Of course, he has to reproduce some units. But his expo is mining already, so losing gold is not really an issue. Losing lumber time is an issue at the moment, because he can't tech. And there's an arcane tower coming now. So the harass was good and bought him time. But it was not game deciding. Mention of Wonders here, nice position for more vision.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both heroes not level 3 yet, but this Demon Hunter is strong. More attack speed and more damage, always appreciated. And Moon is finished on tier 2. Has double shop now and decides to go for the panda again. Last Refuge, a pretty big map, so you can creep a lot. But still, no counter expansion. Infi is constantly scouting this with his ward, of course. Scouts this position, which is fairly common for a counter expansion. Here would also be possible. But there is none. Or even I am missing it. That would be a shame, of course. One arcane tower, but this is, again, unprotected. No blacksmith, no lumber mill in front. Not the usual SimCity, but he's there for the lores again. No dispel yet, and some good damage. Breath of Fire was nice. And this is so well thought out by Infi. Attacking the one lore with the units and moves over with the Archmage already to do damage to the second lore, so this will never come up. And protects this expansion at the same time with a few militia against the archers. That is so nice, but still no tech. 6 minutes in. It's still okay, I think. Moon is not on the way to tier 3 and he's struggling so hard with his buildings. Turns the focus, kills the third lore. Achilles heel of the Night Elves. If they don't protect their base, and it's so wide open, super accessible. And that's how you get rid of Dryads and Bears. Archmage can run away thanks to boots. Demon Hunter has a staff, so he can staff them. And he finds the expansion. 3 lores down and an expansion. And he needs to follow it up. He has 1,000 gold. Lacks lumber, still lacks lumber, and still no tech. What? He has 1,200 gold. Of course, constant footman production now.
Forces are under attack.
For only 7 workers at lumber. Will this rare macro mistake by Infi cost him the game? Or will he just continue to cancel the production buildings? Archmage, does he have a staff? No, but he's coming again. So does Moon. Immolation, Breath of Fire, nice of course, but with this bank of, okay, 600 gold now. Did he stop the tech finally?
Players' forces are under attack.
The gold income is not the issue at the moment. First lore is up finally. Second one close to completion. But the damage is good. There's no repair. And even with fortified armor you can't hold against this. So only 1 lore Dryads currently. Now the second tower is up. He's losing more peasants, rebuilding them constantly. And now he has to attack. I mean, there has to be attack. Reveal being used so you can see the archers.
A town is under siege.
What is he investing his lumber in? Ah, defend. And a Zeppelin. Evacuation of the the wisps. Blocking a lot and still no counter expansion by Moon. Moving over 1 wisp. And finally the Dryads are coming, but he did not rebuild the lore. Panda also level 1, because Infi keeps him very, very busy. Finally we see a little SimCity here with the blacksmith and attack. Wow! 9 minutes into the game and we finally have that tech. Did he buy anything here? Oh, he didn't. Interesting. With the Zeppelin and boots, he's controlling Moon's base again. And here is the second lore. Super unusual. And he goes for the expansion again. Most likely, not breaking the blacksmith, there's too much. As Infi is investing quite a bit of resources into this power build. And blacksmith finishes, makes it a little harder. 2 Dryads now, more pickups on the peasants. At the same time, Infi cuts his production again. This seems to be the point of attack. And TP back now. Or, I don't think he had a staff. So it must be a town portal. Blocks him there! There's no TP! Oh no! There's a staff and a staff of preservation. And he's trying. Is the damage enough? Archmage is not attacking. Wow, nice solution to this. And of course Dryads can slow, so he will not attack them. And buys time for the second lore. Oh, still no tier 3 tech. What is it with the players that they attack so late? Of course a result of the harasses. Infi finally, slowly but steady, closer to mass casters right now. I think on this map, mortal teams have a lot more value than on other maps because of those choke points. They're always protected. Plus, if you fight here or here, you can bomb your way through the shop and get heal scrolls with it. Or Invo potions, or TPs, whatever. Level 3 on the Archmage. So many footmen. Wand of Mana Stealing, nice against the Panda, but in general sellable. Mana Stone is of course very, very nice. First upgrades for the Breakers and Naga again by Infi. Arcane Tower, Arcane Sanctum is coming up, plus Long Rifle upgrades, so he needs army now, he needs something to get rid of the Dryads. He scares him away. Tomb of Experience, maybe? On this one. Who's gonna get it? Demon Hunter close to 4. Good damage on the Naga. On AI, he killed her 3 times or something. Defense being used. Breath of Fire not really effective at this point. It's only level 1. Naga with a heal scroll and a protection scroll. Oh, this is 3 heal scrolls on Infi's side. Protection scroll being used, still no TP, and he gets no staff out with 8 HP. Well done. Again. And the Naga survives. Still upgrades. Still Sanctums, finally the casters, no workshop. And Infi is preparing the push for the expansion again. Halfway up, he scouted it. Only 5 Dryads, but there's Defend. And a lot of mana for Water Elementals. Immolation is helping double fire spells with Breath of Fire. Of course, he wants level 3 first. And he's gonna get it soon. Level 4, so much evasion now. And he gets the kill. And here we have our little Footman barbecue. Drunken Haze and Ignition. This is crazy. First heal scroll. And the Naga's out of position, but does have an invul. Uses it now. Gets this Dryad as well. Fog Lightning not ready. He kept the Wand of Mana Stealing, so he can prevent at least from a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo. Or the next Breath of Fire. Needs to use it though. Use it. There we go. No breath anymore. And this is what I mean all the time by Wand of Mana Stealing can be good situationally. This Naga, he needs to transfer the TP. Does so. Footman survive thanks to Defend, and he can easily escape now. Surrounding the Demon, and he will fall! The staff was not on cooldown, but the Demon Hunter falls anyway. Level 4, man, Moon. What a mistake. There was a little bit of Moon Juice, and there was a shop, and he does have resources for a potion. And now, Demon Hunter benched for such a long time. And this is exactly what Infi needed, man. Sacrificing so many Footmen for this expansion is great, because Moon can never catch up, and he's going for the 70 supply push now, as fast as it gets. And with the Demon Hunter being benched, what can Moon do? He can creep a little, but that's about it. He's only now going to tier 3. Again, the Bears are incredibly late. We are 14 minutes in. What the fuck? He went for a lot of Dryads again, but this time it didn't work that well. Because the Naga was there and not dead. And there were way more Footmen than in the last game. Remind you, the Sheep block got him 3 Footman kills. Scourge Bone Chimes though. Sweet, sweet, sweet HP for the pandas. For the Bears and for the panda as well. And Infi used only 1 of the heal scrolls. Really nice. Upgrade for the priest for Dispel against Riju. Of course he has breakers for it. More upgrades. 60 supply, 1,000 gold, 1,000 lumber. Moon needs a crazy comeback in this game. Scourge Bone Chimes, of course. Not usable for him. Tree of Life coming up again, or at least he tries to. Red spot, and that means he's getting closer to level 5 Panda. The Demon Hunter is back, as you see. Does he want to staff onto the Panda to get some experience, or does he want to solo level him? Because I think one of Moon's only chances is to find a fight when there's not too many breakers and burn the casters. Or do some Zeppelin drops into the back or something.
Players' forces are under attack.
Cloak of Flames. Nice on the Panda. Especially if he does the Zeppelin drops. Cactus Plant inside, of course, again. Sellable. So, if the Panda comes in with a Zeppelin, drops into the casters, ignites them, and then plus the 10 DPS from the Cloak, that's nice. Moon pauses the game again. Lag again. Which would of course be a good excuse for not staffing his Demon Hunter home. And since there's so much money on the line here, we give them this time. Okay, Moon struggling with the ping. Thank you, Malefits, for the sub. Of course, if you enjoy the games and want to learn from those games, the best thing is analyzing replays, and you only get the replays if you're a subscriber to our channel. You get them to your Twitch inbox then you can watch them with netties. So, if you enjoy this and want to learn from it, feel free to subscribe to this channel. No, the pipe doesn't stack with the Brilliance Aura. The only item that stacks with another aura is Warsong Battle Drums. Very misleading, because it's actually not the Warsong Battle Drums aura, but the command aura. Then there are two different auras, and you get the effect of both. If you have, well, if you're an orc. Can you show unit upgrades? Yep, as soon as the game continues, I will do that. Zombie Mask does stack, yeah. But the effect is not super great with Brilliance Aura. It's not like mana regen through the roof or something. I don't really know why they're speaking English. Usually the admins never speak English. Is Nations Cup still a thing? Nope. This is the first time in NSL that this happens. Unfortunately, it happens in such a hype match here. 1,270 viewers. Nice. And of course, this is not our only best of 5 for the day, as we follow it up with TH versus Yumiko. A matchup full of hatred, of stolen girls, jealousy, and everything. We will go into this later on, of course. And it still doesn't get better. Start force. No. We want the best conditions for our players, so we don't do that. It is a best of 5, not a best of 3. Thanks for reminding me. Usually I have that in the overlay. There you go. Moon asked for a regame. Well, at this point, I doubt you're gonna give him the regame. What was how again? Was it good? Yeah. Unfortunate. And Infi must be there, sitting, relaxing, smiling, thinking about when to attack next. Okay. We're trying. Infi is ready, and here we go. So 0-0 upgrades for Moon. 2-2 on the Footman already, and Breakers of course. Wow. And 1-0 on this one. Ay. Moon's trying to harass again. Delay Infi's play, but he doesn't even get one kill. Still Forcing him back a little. Buying a little more time. But he needs this expansion to cover up. Man, he needs the army. 47 supply only. That's ridiculous. He does have Master Bears by now. But for how much longer is the question. Because Infi is coming in with 80 food. He doesn't have mortar teams this time as he did on Terrana's stand. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riflemen. And if you think this still lacks damage, then we have Blizzard now against the 3 bears. They're gonna be ice bears soon. Can the panda save this? Can the demon hunter? The heroes have to carry hard. Still no upgrades. Infi with a mana stone as well. Heal scroll, double heal scroll, and scroll protection plus a potion. He's safe. He has an answer to anything. Anti-magic potion. Don't think he needs that one so bad. Against slow it's nice, but apart from that. Fort lightning against the mana burn again. Blizzard, not to do damage but to zone. To keep the bears from the rest of the army. That's fairly nice. And he gets free shots. Archmage close to 5. And then the ice spikes do crazy damage. Illusions on the rifleman. So he doesn't really know what to focus.
Player's forces are under attack.
And can scout with it. Panda is close to 5, but what's it worth? He can't repair against Blizzard. It's impossible. So much mana as well. And 1,200 gold. Scroll of protection, Blizzard on top, expansion gone again, and he did mine like, this is ridiculous. Level 5, Fort Lightning, gets him level 4. This is so dominant. Infi with the shape of Terrana's stand again. Look at the AoE. There's no disable. The heroes are not even close to the Archmage, so he gets full value of that Blizzard. Killing 2 bears with it. Immolation, he's trying hard. Oh, it's not immolation actually. Demon Hunter staffed out again. It's just all bear gone except 1. All breakers standing. And he cuts the production again. This is so GG. 2,000 gold on Infi's side. Even if he loses a few units now, thanks to Breath of Fire, Cloak of Flame stuff. Easy to reproduce. Can he go? He can go for tier 3. Ah, he does it. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, heal scroll against this. And the Demon Hunter fall. Oh, actually staffed out this time. I thought he's gonna die for the second time, but no. Not yet, at least. GG! 2-1 for Infi. He is taking the lead and he has match points now. And is 1 map away from the winner bracket semi-final, where he would meet either his best friend and buddy brother TH or Yumiko. Also their big rivalry for many, 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 many years. And the next map here is Aquas. I hope Moon's connection is getting better. Because he needs the best conditions possible to win against the Infi in this shape. That was, again, it's the same solution that he had on Terranas. Killing lores and killing expansions. With a super mobile Archmage. He didn't even have a staff this time, did he? No, just boots. Sending out footmen the entire time to all different spots on the map to see, okay, there is an angle to attack. There's an angle to attack. I need to defend real quick, but then I'm gonna go there. Decision making of Infi these days, crazy good. And he realized that riflemen are a good mix to the army. Because I said this like many times, human is not a weak race because they were in kind of a slump for a few months. Human is not a weak race, they just have to figure out new timings and new, maybe army compositions. And Infi did it the best of all players so far. Usually, you only mixed in Rifleman if you were really under pressure and you needed the damage immediately. Otherwise, everybody was going for mortar teams and it worked well for quite a bit. But then you had the problem of Fury Dragons because you had only the Water Elementals, which were dispelled, and the anti-air of the Archmage against the Fury Dragons and the casters, but that doesn't really count. So with those Riflemen, you still have damage in the army, you can take out Fury Dragons, get rid of the AoE, or the second AoE, of the Mana Flare form. And if you still lack damage, then you go for Blizzard, because Water Elementals get dispelled anyway. I like it. So, what's Moon's answer? Warden for the first time in this series? I feel there are players who like the Warden a little more. Laliad, of course. Even she played a few. So, he needs to control this Archmage. Especially on this map, Echo Isles, where there's just one shop control. But how? I think the Warden is the answer. Pressure on the Archmage with Shadow Strike should be the answer. Does Moon feel comfortable enough with the Warden to play it? I'm not too aware. Usually he loves his Demon Hunter. Plays it all the time. Bottom is the answer. Yeah, okay. Chat is always right, so... You have a thing there. Maybe the last map of this series, as Infi has match points on Echo Isles. Go. I think those players need no further introduction. The 6th race, the tower race back then, which he refrained from doing nowadays. Against the 5th race Moon. So what will come out of this altar? It's not a Dark Ranger or a Panda Burst or craziness like this. It's definitely a Night Elf hero. Gripping the Mercam. But Warden or Demon Hunter. He played Demon Hunter on TS already. Making another Demon Hunter very likely. But I think Infi knows exactly how to play against this. It's a Demon Hunter. Moon trusting in his old friend. Was just able to give him the victory on AI. Which is the anti-human map. So what's Infi's reaction to this? He will scout. And he will see this. And then what? Footman harass? Archmage harass initially? So, if he sends over the Archmage and Footman, he does send over the Footman. Does he pull the creeps already? Ooh. No. So he goes there with the Footman. Will he go there with the Archmage as well? This will delay the expansion, but gives him way more safety, as the Demon Hunter does not get immediate level 2. No, he doesn't. Immediate expansion, as it seems.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, not going for the Mercam. And he stole the Shadow Priest! Oh, that's big! Moon expected it, though. Went the other way. Gives him a mana burn, but that's it. He lets him go. Unpunished. If he's trying to get a kill on the Wisp, but no. If he gets the last hit here. It's so big. No repair on the Engine of War anymore, but not too many creeps. Oh, actually, not that bad. He's trying to go for the right click. The Demon Hunter is super low. Does he have to abandon this? Mana burn. He got the experience, I think. Pretty sure he did. Yeah. Pendant of Energy for the Panda. It's nice. Or no. Infi got it, right? Yeah. And a Tome of Experience. Okay, chat, did you see who got this? Infi got it, right? Yeah. I was wondering, because the XP bar moved, but it was just a little bit. And usually the Renegade would give you a lot more experience. So, Infi with this Footman, getting the kill, getting the Tome of Experience, up to level 2.6. Okay, now it's obvious. Now it's very, very obvious. You don't get this from those 2 creep spots. Oh boy, what a bad opening for Moon. And he's under so much pressure. Is it boots time already? It is, and he got them. So, sells the town portal, because he's so sure that nothing bad will happen to him. And the staff as well. Oh lord, level 3. Now of course Moon knows. That's sick.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he again kills the Shadow Priest. Demon Hunter super low, good blocks, more right clicks. Infi's opening is a dream to every human in the world. And Moon is in hell right now. Needs to climb back up. Lumber mill earlier this time, so he won't have lumber issues again. And without that mobility, Infi's investing a lot into these items. But again, he can harass. He can cancel the lores again. Counter expansions again. Maybe even the Huntress Hall if he's doing it right with level 2 Watt Elementals. And he can staff. Like, if there's a threat, he can staff out. He can send in Footman and attack here if there's something to attack. And then go for the base to kill some buildings there.
Attack.
And Moon is just running after him. But he just sees his spurs. And the expo's up. With a tower. Tier 2. This is the fastest tier 2 of the entire series. And at least he gets boots. And more mercs.
A town is under siege.
Shadow Priest of his own against the water elementals. There is a Huntress Hall, but look who's coming in.
A player's forces are under attack.
Exactly what I mentioned. Staff in. No water elemental though, because there was a mana burn most likely. Or like Wisp Dispel or something. But without that, his lores will be delayed by... I was just about to say a light year, but that's bullshit of course. By a decade. If you could frame replays, this should be above every human player's bad. Like in Harry Potter, where the buildings, where the pictures are moving and stuff. This should be there. Look at this. This is perfection so far. Can Moon come back from this? Here's the second Hunter's Hall, so he's not losing that much time. But chat is mentioning talent time. Would be nice. Because... Panda again. So he's going for the long run. And there's a Huntress Hall, so... I think... talent time would be nice, but not with his tech. Like, you can go for Rifleman so quickly. And then just snipe the talents. It's not possible with this. Infi is taking care of everything. Region scroll. Shop up. And he's scouting for the Hunter's Hall again. Or the lores. Whatever he finds, it's good. And we've seen quite a few surrounds of Infi against especially Fiends recently. Oh, Defend is there as well. He has all the good cards that this game has in its hand. He just needs to play them well. Engine of Lore here. And one here. Can he find it? Not yet. With the Footman. There you go. Good defense by Moon so far. He's not allowing Infi to cancel the buildings. Which are already a little late thanks to the Huntress Hall harass.
forces are under attack.
Decent end snare, but he gets the priest anyway, so no. Oh, nice. How he waits for the Shadow Priest to be dead and then summons the Water Elemental. All those little things that makes it good. Tree of Life coming up, but very usual position nowadays. Surround. Oh, no. Muddy the Mud Golem for Moon, so even Muddy has to help him now. Panda got a little experience with the first Dryads. The pace of the game changes with that slow. That's almost level 2 for him, so he can creep this finally. He just deny the ogre. I think he did. I think he did. Shop control already, heal scrolls, and again the protection scroll. In 3 games he went for protection scrolls and worked well so far. Panda's into harass, waiting for the Breath of Fire to steal. Oh, Archmage in trouble. Has to use the town portal. Archmage did not get it. Did not get the item as well. Where's the TP? There. Ah, Invo Potion. He wants the Demon Hunter out of this. Demon Hunter got the item with the Wand of Illusion. More right clicks, and this is a town portal. Nicely salvaged by Infi. Mass pressure. But he had to invest Protection Scroll and Invul. So that was quite nice of Moon. With the cost of a town portal, of course. No tier 3, but double Sanctums again. With Rifleman follow-up. And no workshop. But mass upgrades. How fast is Moon's tier 3? Didn't start yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
He has the resources easily. He goes for mass Dryads again. I don't get this. Invul Potion. I get that he gets a little bit of map control now with all those Dryads. But for the long run, this is bad. Not a single HP was lost at this expansion at all. I think the Demon Hunter didn't see it yet. Of course he knows there's one, but I think he didn't go there, right? Okay, he's flanking. But there's so many defense footmen. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter, that's quite big. Panda goes in and gets attacked. Drunken Haze for lots of misses now. See the miss chance. He's blocking himself with the Dryads a little, so more damage on this Panda. Demon Hunter does a good job against the Naga. Militia coming in. Muddy the Mud Golem did a good job with the slow, but not anymore. Heroes are starting to fall. Still big invul. Would be nice if you could trigger it. And now the kiting game starts. With those Dryads. A few free hits maybe. Oh, he's abandoning this with his Expo up. This is a good comeback by Moon so far, but still, where is the tech? Where are the bears? That totally sounded like Remo's doing that. So many Dryads hurt. He will use all of his Moon Juice, and it's already empty. Except this one. So Infi is waiting, for his 70 supply push. I was just about to say, but he is at 75 already. I don't have the same overlay as you have, so I have to click on them.
A player's forces are under attack.
Moon scouts this with only Dryads. Even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 militia coming. Infi wants to end this. I think he's a very decent chance of doing so. Breakers again, 1-1. Nothing on the Dryads. Not even Reju, not even Roar. He got a level 3 Panda this time, but he has to get past the Breakers. He's towering up again, but the Dryads take good care. That Breath of Fire was nice, but hitting most of the militia here. Demon Hunter, Fort Lightning. Oh, is there a staff on him? No, there is not. Can't transfer the invul, and without the Demon Hunter, without the mana burn, without the right-click damage, he can't do shit against this. Breath of Fire hits nothing except 3. Oh, nice surround. Oh, Infi, you play this so beautiful. And now, Rifleman versus Dryads. It's an uneven fight. Dryads give a lot of experience. Naga level 3 soon. Gets the last hits here. Moon's micro not on point. He holds position against the Panda. Invo potion is over. No staff, no potion, no rescue. And double kill for Infi. GG! Moon down to the lower bracket. And Infi makes it to the winner bracket semifinal. With a demonstration of force. What happened to this guy prior to GCS? He had such a bad year. And then there was GCS and boom, this boy is back at the top of the game, at the top of the scene. And definitely on top of Moon in this series. I mean, losing Ancient Isle is not a shame, because it's the anti-human map. On all 3 other maps, Infi was light years ahead. And I love how he uses the Archmage. And how he uses the Footman. To delay the tech tree of Moon. To delay the Dryads. I do not agree with Moon going no bears. Especially on Echo Elves or super late bears. On tier 3 you get so much as a Night Elf. Or super wells. Bears. Infi is damn strong again, and if Infi plays like this, there's no chance. Moon down to the lower bracket, as I said. Infi is waiting for his opponent, and we will determine the opponent right away in the second series of the day. It's gonna be another best of 5. It's gonna be Yumiko versus TH in, you would think, a human mirror, but it's not. We're gonna follow this up. We're going to a little break, and then we will witness the greatness of Night Elf versus human once again. Little break. Be right back.